Okay, here we are. The launch of the Gbbu Boxing show here at Dickens World, the Britannia Hall. Top of the bill, Leo Riley, a former great amateur, used to box for the Fisher Amateur Boxing Club, went professional with Mickey Hennessy. Had a break for a few years, but now he's back. He had a fight a little while back. Tell us about that fight you had.
It was 3 weeks ago. Darryl set a field. Yeah, a good opponent. He's a very good boxer and he's strong and tough. I managed to get him out of there in the second round with a body shot. Yeah, at that point it was a close fight, but yeah, I managed to get him with a body shot. So really happy with the result from last time out. So
Tell me about the opponent you're boxing.
the next one, James Higgy. Don't know loads about him. I've only what I've seen on the internet. But yeah, I've been watching his fights. He's a good mover. He's always fit. A little bit bigger than me naturally as well, so I've got to be on my game. I'm training hard, feeling fit and strong right now, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it with James Higgy, sorry, yeah.
So where are you training and who's training you?
I train in my own gym in Hastings, which I opened about 2 weeks ago. Basically, a lot of people asking me for coaching themselves, so I thought, well, why not open my own gym? Basically, I've trained myself there, plus a little bit of money training other people. Yeah, so it's my own gym, and I'm going to call it the Leo O'Reilly School of Boxing. We're not open officially or anything. I need to go to council, get planning permission, what have you. But yeah, literally, I've just opened it for myself, really. So I've got my own place to train. So at the moment, my little brother's training me.
So what motivates you to still want to keep boxing?
I think the love of the game's always been there. For the 8 years I've just had out, I've threatened to come back every single year of those 8 years. It's just about time I did. Before it's too late anyway. I'm 35 now, so.
Well, you're still a young pup. I mean, George Foreman was 45 when he became the world heavyweight champion, or 48 as there was.
Yep.
But he had a long comeback. He was 10 years out of the ring, but you've only had 8 years, and you're still young yet. So you've still got that fight and ambition.
I have, yeah. I'm hungrier now than I've ever been. I think partly to do with the break that I've just had, the 8 years out. But yeah, the hunger's still there, the heart's still there. I feel like I'm 21, not 35 anyway. So yeah, I've got at least 5-6 more years left before I decide to give up, hang my gloves up.
So if you want to see Leo O'Reilly, 26 September, here at the Dickens Theatre, Dickens World. Okay, Frank's there, showing it. Gbbu Boxing. They're on Facebook, they're on the internet. Come and watch it, it'll be a great show.
Hope to see you there.
Okay, so we're joined now with Kahn Murphy, who boxed a little while back. This bout is actually a rematch. He's got his dad, who's his coach as well. Kahn, tell me about the last fight. Run us through it.
It was a good fight. He was a very fit opponent. Like, I put him down twice, but judges see it the wrong way and then gave it to the person. But it's boxing, ain't it, really? So.
Well, what are you going to do different this time? You've obviously watched the video of the bout and how it went.
I don't think I'm going to do nothing different because I put him down twice. My opinion, I won it. A lot of people's in the room opinion that I won it. I hurt him. I come out unscathed, no marks on me. I done the business.
Maybe this time don't let it go to the rest then.
Yeah, that's it.
Or maybe work your work rate a bit more. Maybe think, well, when you look at the video, the whole point of looking at the video is to see where you can improve, where you go wrong. Maybe you weren't jabbing enough. Maybe you weren't hitting the target properly. That's the whole point of watching the video and learning from your mistakes. Obviously, it's a mistake on that first one because you didn't get the decision. And when you say to me, I'm not going to do anything different, really you should be. You should be focused on doing something different and say, yeah, I need to work my out rate, work my jab more, concentrate on cutting him off, that type of thing.
To be fair with you, yeah, last time he won it. This time he's going to smash it. Okay, last time he had a very short time to warm up, so he couldn't come to in the first round. His whole first round was about warming up. By the second round, he'd worked him out. He knocked him on his arse, yeah, and the other boy was grabbing on for life throughout the whole second round. By the third round, he had him smashed to pieces and knocked him all around the ring, yeah. This time we was hoping for another round or two, okay, but we got 3 again. This time he's going to be warmed up for the first, and he will smash him to pieces. We don't need to do anything different, we just need to warm him up a little bit more. We've changed our style in the gym, in that he is going for the knockout shots, okay, and that's just what's going to happen.
And maybe when you've got opponent hurt, maybe try to finish him off this time so we don't have to go to the judges.
Yeah, great idea.
So obviously things are going to be different now. There is something different. You're going to try for the knockout instead of what you've done before.
Well, I always get him for the knockout, so
he's not going to try.
He's going to sleep this time, so come along, definitely.
Yeah, get some tickets. right, and watch the boy eat his arse.
Well, there you go. A confident young Kahn. It looks like he's going to get a knockout. Don't miss it.
Thanks a lot,
26th
Kahn.
September.
Cheers, Joe. See you on the 26th.
Right, joining us now, Mark Butland. He's boxing young Kahn on the next show, 26th September. He won the decision last time. A bit of controversy about it. Tell us about the fight.
Yeah, there was a bit of controversy, to be fair. I thought it was a good fight. It was a tough fight, obviously. The first round, I thought I won the first round. The second round was a tough round for me. I got put down and convincingly lost the second round. And the third round, again, I come up after a knockdown and thought I won round 3.
Now, you probably heard him before. He's thinking to change it slightly. He's trying to go for a knockout. What will you do differently?
I did be doing exactly the same. Trying to go for the knockout.
Oh, so it'd be basically a clash of both guys trying to get a knockout. So it'd be fireworks on the night, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Be a good fight.
So sparring, you've been sparring with anyone?
Yeah, I've been sparring here and there.
The
Need to picking it up now. The closer it's getting, we've got 9 weeks to go now, so time to get stuck in.
Anything you want to say to your fans out there watching this?
Come, hurry up, come. You know it's going to be a good fight, the same as it was last time, a good fight. Buy your tickets, be there. GBBU, boys.
So you know it's going to be fireworks. Don't miss it. We don't know what time it's going to be on, but you don't want to be late. So get there nice and early. Watch the rest of the action, because it might be early and it might finish early. So be there. Right, making his professional debut on the 26th September, Andy Smallman. Andy, your first fight. Tell me about your amateur career, what you've done before.
Yeah, I've only had about 3 fights. 3 fights I've had. I've had 2 amateurs and 1 white collar. I've won them all. I'm feeling confident. Looking forward to it. I'm quite excited to be here. I'm glad the Great Britain Boxing Union's given me the opportunity to box on their show.
Do you know anything about your opponent?
No, I've not looked at him. I haven't looked him up or anything like that. All I'm interested in is concentrating on myself, my training, and not worried about what he's up to.
Well, Bryce Saunders will probably tell us about his opponent. Who is it, Bryce?
His opponent's Nick Parks. They're both local boys. Both had a couple bouts each. It should make a good matchup. 50-50 matchup. We've got 9 weeks to train hard. They both know about each other, so it should be a good match.
Now, what's your style of boxing? Are you more of a boxer, a puncher, stylist, or what?
I can get roped into having a bit of a brawl now and again, but this time I'm going to try and box. I can box. I think I can box. Hopefully people can judge that on the day, and I'm not going to go for a knockout because that's all you hear of people. You're going to knock out this, I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to try and box, enjoy myself, stick the jab out if I see an opportunity, and then I'll take it.
Want to say anything to your friends out there who've got to come and watch you box?
Yeah, enjoy it, lads. Thanks for the support, and see you there, 26th September.
So there you have it. Final word from Bryce Saunders. He's the promoter of this show, okay, with his partner Frank. He's putting this on. It's fantastic publicity. You see, it's not cheap stuff. You know, these cost a lot of money to put on. So it's a good show. I've known Bryce a few years now, and he does still box as well. But he's putting on the show. Tell us a little bit more about this show, how excited you are.
Yeah, well, we've got 19 bouts, and they're all 50-50 matchups. It's in the Dickens Arena, which is a top arena. We look forward to having our first show here, and looking forward to it. We've got a lot of good fighters on this show, a lot of ex-amateurs, got ex-professionals, and can't wait till the 26th of September.
So there you have it, 26th September, here at Dickens World. Right, this is Nick Parks. He'll be boxing on 26th September. His first fight, tell us a little bit about what you've done before this.
I've had 3 unlicensed, 1, 2, lost 1. Due to fitness, obviously, giving to halfway through round 2, I couldn't breathe. But I'm training more, focusing more on my for fitness this time. And that's it really, mate. That's why I'm focused more on my fitness than my fighting. So fitness comes first, obviously.
So you're doing a lot more road work, cardio
yeah,
work?
A lot more road work, pad work, a bit of sparring, but more road work than anything this time, mate.
Yeah, I think you'll find it, the more you spar, the fitter you'll get, because
Yeah.
you can't beat real sparring.
That's right.
You can hit the bag all day long, but to get fit for boxing, you keep sparring 5-6 rounds every day.
Fitness normally lets me down in fighting, so this is what I'm training on most. It's going to be a good show, and I'm up for it.
What do you know about your opponent?
Don't know nothing. I don't want to know nothing either. I just want to get in the ring, have a straightener, that's it, done.
Go in there blind and
Yeah.
work it all out when you're there.
That's it, mate, yeah.
Brilliant. Frank, what can you tell me about this contest?
Other than it's promised to be a real good fight. Andy Smallman's put his hours in. Nick Parks is probably doing the same.
Yeah.
And it's just promised to be a cracking fight. I can't wait for the 26th September.
So there you have it. The first bout for both of these boxers. How it's going to happen, we don't know. It's their first bout, on the GBBU boxing show. They've had a few bit in previous, but this is their first fight really on this show, and it's going to be a cracker. We'll see you then. Okay, join us now is Wes Hamlet. He's boxing for a title. I'm going to ask Bri to tell you a little bit about the fight. What is the title for, Bri?
The title is the British title. It's 5 rounds, and it's against Wayne O'Neill from Blackpool. Wayne's had 30 fights and won 22 of them, and he's a tough opponent. As well, he can get tough opponents for Wes. As you've seen Wes box before, you'll see Wes only likes a war, and this is going to be the same. 5 rounds for the British title, the 26th of September at the Dickens World. And don't miss, because Wes is one of the top fighters on this show.
So Wes, tell us about your background. How did you start in boxing?
I just started when I was younger, like I didn't start till late, till I was about 18. I didn't start boxing, and then I just got into it. But then I stopped for about 10 years, and then when I was 28, I just come back and got into the unlicensed.
So how many years have you been boxing, and how many fights you had?
About 4 years. I've won 19, lost 1, and drawn 2.
You still look about 18. What's your secret?
Yeah, I'm 35 now. No, I like keeping healthy, like fit and healthy. But,
he trains like a machine.
Yeah.
So what was your last fight against? Tell us about that.
I used a tough bloke, Ben Dow from...
Ben Hoff.
Oh yeah, Ben Hoff, yeah. Yeah, he was a good tough fighter, like one of the best out there. Like it was a close match, like I beat him on points. Like really tough bloke, good fight.
So do you know anything about your opponent that you're boxing for the title?
No, not much. I know that he's going to be tough though. Like that's all I seem to get these days, tough bloke. But I'm up for it. I'm up for anything. I just give it my best and get in there and fight my heart out from start to finish. That's all I can do.
So you have a confident young man. 26th September, we see him again. Okay, join us now is Dan Sykes. He's having his first boxing match for GBBU. You've boxed before. Tell us about that one.
I've had one fight before for another promoter. It went well. Knocked the fella out the first round. But these GGBU are local to me, so I've decided to jump ship and stay with these, stay with Frank. And things are looking well, good for the future.
So Frank, you're training him. Tell us about him in training.
He's a very, very quick learner. He sort of walked in the gym, and a few weeks later he was sort of different, very different kid. He's a very quick learner. He's very strong, as you can see. And I'm looking very, very forward to the future with Dan. I actually like training Dan. I'm his trainer. Obviously, I'm his promoter as well, and I like to keep Dan under my wing. We hope to see a lot more of Dan in the future. So yeah, you'll be looking forward to seeing him on the Dickens, 26th September.
So do you know anything about the guy that you're boxing? Have you actually seen a video of him or anything?
I've not watched no videos as of yet. We know he's a northerner, more reason to beat give him a good kicking, and go from there really. No, but no, don't know nothing about him.
But you're confident in yourself, you're confident in your training?
I'm confident in my trainer, GGBU, myself, totally.
Brilliant. Okay, you'll see Wes, 26th September. All right, ready? Right, we're joined now with Bill Howard. Used to box for Medway Golden Gloves many years ago. Filmed him as a young kid, a junior. He's been away for a while, but he's making a comeback now. What motivates you to want to come back boxing?
Well, my little boy, he's dedicated to boxing. He really likes it, and everyone comes up to him and they say, "Look, your daddy is a good boxer. He done really well in the amateurs and that, but he's never seen it where young he is. So it dedicates to me, to put on to show him what his dad's all about. That's why I've come back.
So how long has it been since you last boxed?
11 years.
It's been that long. You look young anyway. Right. So what do you know about this guy that you're boxing?
I don't know much about him. All I know that he's had over 100 fights and that, but that don't mean nothing to me. But I'll be ready for him on 26th of September. That's what matters to me, and I'll put on a good show for all the people who's bought tickets and that to come and watch me, and I'll make them proud.
Bill, you know anything about his opponent? You're obviously making the match.
No, I don't know too much about his opponent, but I do know that when Billy's on full alert, he's going to take a lot of stopping. He just needs to be fit on the day, and Bill he's all fireworks. I can't wait for this one. This one's going to be a cracker.
What motivates you to still want to box, though?
For
You've been
my
out
boy.
for a while. It's your boy that does it.
Yeah, for my boy and like all my pals and that. When I was in the amateurs and I was a box away and that, and all my pals couldn't come watch me fight. Well, I box all over England and that. And then now I'm fighting in my own town, and so everyone can come watch me. And mainly it's for my boy. Do you know what I mean? So I can see what his daddy's all about, and I can let it rip and let's go.
You haven't mentioned your boy's name, though.
Bill Howard Jr. Same as me, Bill Howard.
So there you go, Bill Howard. He's been out for a while, local lad. You're going to see him again in action on the 26th September. Don't miss it. So joining us now, Jack Rains. I've known him many years, young kid. Filmed him as a young kid, as a senior, junior, teenager. Listen, this kid had a lot of hardships, but he's come through it all. Believe me, I know, because I've seen him all over the years. But now, a champion.
Yep.
Who are you going to box next fight?
Hayden Sharif, I believe, Eric.
Yeah? What do you know about him?
See him box last time, box got right. He ain't bad. Be the first time in fighting him at his usual weight. I think he usually fights a lot heavier, but no different. He's going to be in trouble.
What sort of weight are you fighting at?
Welterweight. It's the heaviest I've been, 67.
Really?
Yeah. Struggling getting matched at lightweight, so.
Well, because you've had a good name as an amateur.
Yeah.
So that's what scares a lot of people when they say, well, Jack Rains, oh, yeah, I remember him in the schoolboys, junior ABAs. That, you know,
Yeah,
they remember you from then. So a lot of people are a little bit wary. So what do you think makes them want to fight you now?
Don't know, a bit cocky, me attitude, and I've got the belt, so if they want it, come get it.
They've got to fight for it.
Yeah, they've got to fight for it. They ain't taking this easy.
So Frank, tell me a little bit about how his training's going.
Well, his training is up to scratch at the moment. He's keeping himself well fit. He's, as you can see, he looks fit. I'm like yourself. I've known him from a baby. I'm very proud of Jack as a boxer. I can't wait to see the oncoming months and next fight's coming up for him, because he is a talent in himself, and he is a bit unusual, Jack. He's one of our stars, and I'm very proud of Jack. I've known him from a baby, and I like to say I'm a father figure towards Jack, so Jack's going to do really well in this game. GGB's going to look after Jack.
And he still looks like a teenager. I can't believe. How old are you now, Jack?
23.
Well, it's not
Still
far from a
like
teenager,
that,
but
yeah.
still a young kid. Now, what gives you the ambition to still want to carry on boxing? Why do you still want to do it?
I've been in the game a long time, Eric. You know what I mean? I was going to turn pro a couple of years back, but I had a few setbacks. And now I feel GBBU, this is my route to turning pro and going on further and better things. We're looking at Malta in a few months, so just get these couple out of the way, keep me belt, see where we go from there. I've got a good team around me, so been up the trad spine, Tommy Martin, things like that. Just take it slow and see what comes.
Good. So you've not really had a long rest between bouts, really, have you?
No.
You haven't been away for like 7 or 8 years like Leo O'Reilly.
No, nothing like that. Just a few months here and there, just my own self-discipline, you know what I mean? A few personal problems, but sorted now, back in the gym, training's going well. I'm looking forward to 26th of September, Dickinswell. Get at me for tickets.
Come and see Jack. He's up on the poster. You can get his number, Gbbu Boxing. Come and watch him, 26th September. Right, we're joined now with Bill Cherry, making his pro debut on the Gbbu Boxing Show on the 26th September. Tell us a bit about your boxing background.
I've done a bit of like amateur fighting, Eric. It's been a fair few years since I've been in the game now, but I'm looking to come back with a bang, you know. So we'll see how it goes.
What have you trained hard on more for this fight? Because it is your first fight for a while.
First fight for a while, so yeah, I've just been like cracking down on my cardio. That's what I want to work on mostly. I know what I can do in the ring. I know what I'm like capable of. It's more of a fitness side of things for me. So yeah, just get my fitness back and then I'm good to go.
Right, Bri, you know a bit about him. Tell us a little bit about how he's training for this fight.
Yeah, Bill's training very hard for this fight. He's fighting against Jack Garley from Smith Boxing in Leeds. He's a very tough kid. He's only had I think he's had one bout previously, stopping his opponent. Bill's had an amateur background, but he's been out the ring for a while, so it should make another good 50-50 match. Bill's a top boxer, and we're so glad to have him on GBBU.
So what's your ambitions in boxing?
Ambitions in boxing. To be honest with you, I just like it's something I've always felt passionate about, you know. So just it's a pleasure to be back on the shows, like back fighting again. So that's what I want to do. So we go from there.
Right. So if you want to watch Bill Cherry, 26th September, here at Dickens World. Come and see him. Right, so we're now joined by Frank Collin, who's making his second fight here tonight, on the 26th, should I say. You boxed previous. Tell us a little bit about that fight.
My last fight, I boxed a very good bloke, Jack Smith. He was very technical. He was quite hard to hit, but I got the win I wanted.
Right, so you boxed previous for St Mary's years ago.
Yeah.
Well, 2.5 years ago, I believe, last fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2.5 years ago. I think you filmed the last fight Rochester Airport, up near that way.
Okay.
I didn't get the win, but it's just one of them things.
But you got the ambition, you want to carry on boxing and push yourself a little bit further.
Yeah, I believe GBBU, I'll go far in it. They're good trainers, Brian and Frank. That's what I need in my team.
Frank, tell us a little bit about him, how he came to join the gym.
Frank Collins, I can say, is regular at the gym. He never misses a session. He is very hard training in the gym. He learns leaps and bounds when he comes, and he's just a very good all-round fighter. Frank Collins is very young at the moment. He's got a lot to learn and a lot to show, and we're in no rush with him, but you can bet that your bottom dollar, Frank will be going places. He will be going somewhere in the JGBU.
So what we've got to look forward to on the 26th September, how are you going to box? What is your plans?
My plans is just throw combinations, get 2 to 3 shots. I'm not going to head down all the time, drop to the body. I don't know a lot about this Liam Bland, but he's in for a good fight.
Well, there you have it. You want to come and see them all? 26th September, second fight. It's going to be a cracker. Joining us now is Terry Denny. Have I said that right?
Yeah, mate.
Good, brilliant. Okay, don't know much about him, but he's boxing a rematch on the 26th September. Tell us about the guy that you boxed previous. Tell us about the fight.
So he just tried to, he ain't all that really. Do you know what I mean? He's just a bit of a bully really. Trying to use his elbow, threw me on the floor, but it won't be happening this time.
What was the result of the last fight? Because I don't know.
I beat him.
Right.
Yeah.
So why are you having a rematch if you already beat him? You're not looking forward to something else?
No, I don't think he's happy, so I'll do it quite easy this time.
So will there be a bit of needle between you two?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah?
100%, yeah, 100%, yeah.
So what are you going to do different from the previous fight to this one to make sure he doesn't ask for another fight?
Couple of rounds. I think I'll knock him out in a couple of rounds, yeah.
So it's going to be a stoppage?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Brilliant.
100%.
Tell us a little bit about your boxing background. How did you start in boxing?
When I was a young kid. Just started doing it for a little while with Johnny Armour, and then I just found another way of earning a bit of dough.
Right.
And just come out of I ain't gonna start with that, come out of prison. No.
So how many bouts have you had in your career?
How many? Just for Frank and Brian's only just had one.
Right.
One win. But I've done some for Ben Franklin and all that.
Right.
So yeah, I've had 6. Won 3, lost 3.
Right, okay.
So yeah, ain't too bad. I enjoy the sport.
Good. You still want to carry on, which is the main
thing.
thing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just want to deal with him really.
Right.
Get him out of the way.
So there is a bit of needle with you
100%.
too.
Yeah, he can shut his mouth in, can't he?
Well, there you go.
Do you know what I mean?
We've got a bit of needle in this one.
AK what? Fucking hell, he's shit.
Well, there you go. Straight from the horse's mouth. We ain't got to say any more. 26th September. Come and see it. Okay, so now we've got Jack Watson, who I've known previously. I've filmed him before. Tell us about this fight that you're boxing on the 26th September.
Fighting a very good kid. He's a bit older than me. He's had quite a few fights, never been stopped. Went the distance with my good mate Jack Rains and lost on point 60 to 54, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was that.
So tell us about your last fight then.
Yeah, I knocked him out in the first 30 seconds, I think it was.
Okay. So what about your previous boxing background? Tell us about who did you box for before that?
Boxed for Swell Gloves. Minster Golden Gloves and Rumbles.
Yeah, I know them very well. What makes you want to still box? What drives you?
I just love it. I love fighting. It's good.
And you're training now. Tell us a little bit about your training. How much sort of road work you're doing? How many days a week are you in the gym?
Tuesday and Thursdays.
2 days a week in the gym?
Yeah.
What about road work? 5 days a week?
3 days.
3
Sometimes,
days?
yeah, but I work as well, so I don't really have to
It's a little bit harder to motivate yourself to come in the gym all the time. Frank, tell us a little bit about him in the gym.
Really, Jack doesn't have a problem with his fitness. He is very fit for the time that he's been in the gym. He's very, very fit. So he's naturally fit, Jack is, and he is another very good, promising boy for the future. He's been up sparring some brilliant boys. Tommy Martin, Trade Boxing. Jack Rains has been up there sparring. Frank Collins he's had some really top sparring over the last few months. And as I say, he is all promise, this boy. He's very, very fast hands. And he's going to be a tough nut to crack. This is going to be a good one on the September.
I feel I've improved training at the Sweatbox for the last 3-4 months. I feel better in myself, feel stronger. I've gone up 2 kilos, and I'm glad to be fighting on top shows than like silly shows that are not worth it, really.
That's good. So it's going to be an early night, you think? Is that what you're planning?
No, he's never been stopped before, but there's always a first for saying I'll try my hardest and try and get it done quickly.
We can't say better than that.
Yeah.
Come along, 26 September. Don't miss it. Another great show, another great contest. Okay, joining us now is Dean Emirali. He won a championship belt in his last fight. Who's he going to box against? Who are you going to defend against?
Who is it? Brian Nathan?
He's going to box against Nathan Lavery from Manchester.
Do you know anything about him?
Not really, no. Jack obviously fought him last time, but he stopped him pretty quick. But you can't take that. You still got to go in there and give it your all. You know what I mean? You can't underestimate anyone. But
So you've watched the video between him and Jack?
I haven't yet, no.
It always pays to study your opponent.
Oh, yeah,
Try and look for
definitely,
weaknesses.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And Dean's only had 5 fights as well, so Jack's a lot more experienced than Dean. This is the novice belt that Dean won last time, so he's just stepping up really. So.
So tell us about your last fight. How did that go?
Yeah, not too bad. It was just I just felt like I had him. I just sensed that he was scared, so I just basically chased him a bit, caught him with a lovely body shot, and then another one, and it just finished him straight in the solar. So.
What was that, the first round?
Yeah, first round, about a minute
that's
in.
not bad then, is it, for a novice?
No, it's
to win
not
on the
too
first
bad.
round, that's good going.
Especially where it was 2 fighters that were both unbeaten. He fought Stanley Green, who was an unbeaten fighter in 5 previous bouts. Dean had only had 5 bouts, so it was a battle of 2 unbeaten fighters. And to be honest, at making the match, I thought it was going to go the distance, but Dean's strength told. Dean's very strong at light welterweight.
So after you defend this title and successful, what are you going to look for in the future?
Well,
Some of the bigger boys?
Yeah, hopefully. Not going other way, no. I'm happy at my
No, but
one.
for the more experienced boys,
Yeah,
is what I mean.
yeah.
For the Kent title.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, you want to watch Dean? 26 September. Come and see it. Okay, join us now is Len One Life Jones. Tell us about your nickname.
Well, I ended up getting a tattoo on my chest, and then it all just fit in. I just ended up having one life in the middle, and I just went from there, really.
Oh, nothing about your boxing then?
Oh, well, no, it was from a tattoo, but and then it come into the boxing anyway.
Okay. Frank, who's your boxer? Tell us a little bit about the other kid's background.
I'm absolutely thrilled to have this boy on our show. I know his dad from years ago. His dad was a brilliant boxer. Always had loads of art and a true warrior, his dad. And I think this boy will be following footsteps. He's not been in the game long, but the time he's been in the game, he's showing so much prospect. He's very strong and he's very keen. It's going to be a good show with Luke Hewitt. Luke Hewitt's strong, he likes coming forward. This boy's going to be, on the night, very strong as well. So it's promising to be a good match with Luke Hewitt and Lenny One Life.
So, Lenny, tell us a bit about your boxing background. What started you in boxing?
Well, I decided to get myself in the gym one day, put my heart into it, went running, went jogging, got fit, got good, got strong, And Luke Hewitt ain't going to be a match for me, whether it's a start or not. I've got to start at the bottom of the ladder, and I take it he's got to be the bottom, but I'll work my way through him, and then I'll work my way through the rest. But as for a boy like this, I've seen his last fight, and I'm too strong for him, I'm too quick for him. He might like coming forward, but he ain't going to come forward with me. He's only going to go down.
Well, there you have it. A very confident Lenny One Life Jones. We'll see him on the 26th. Don't miss it.
Right, Frank Collins will be fighting at the Dickens. This will be his first adult fight. He'll be fighting for a title fight, which is the belt you can see. Frank's been doing very good in the gym. He's a marvellous kid. He's very bright and witty, a very nice kid to talk to, and he's going to do very good on a GGBU show this time round. Frank, would you like to say something about your show coming up?
Yeah, I can't wait for the 26th of September. Going to have a good crowd down Dickens World. Just can't wait for it to hurry up.
So if you want to get tickets off of Frank, you can join Frank on Facebook. 26th of September, he's got an hour fight versus Liam Bland. It's for the novice title. Don't miss. Get your tickets today.
Okay, join us now. It's Frank and Brian, the co-promoters of this boxing show on the 26th of September. They had a lovely show a little while back, Rumble in the Medway. Tell us a little bit about that show.
Our first show was simply amazing. I thought it was brilliant, along with other people like Darryl Hamilton there, and Tommy Martin, and Trad Boxing, and you had one of the famous referees there, Ian John Lewis. He couldn't wait to put up on status the next morning one of the best shows he's been to. And I think it's one of the best shows I've been to for an opening show. And there's only one way to go now for GGBU, and that's onwards and upwards. Where we stop, we don't know. How far it can go is let it go. That's where it is.
So I'm going to talk with Brian now, a guy that's really passionate about boxing. He gets more excited than anybody that I know. Even if he's not boxing, he gets excited about watching the show. What keeps you excited about keep wanting to put these shows on? Because they're great shows, I hear.
Yeah, I just want to get the best boxers about, the best amateurs about that have been out of the game for a while. I want to give them a good show to box on with all the best stuff, 50-50 matchups, and with the best arena like the Dickens World where we're at today, which you haven't had many boxing events here, and I think it's going to be a great venue. It's like a little York Hall, and I can't wait till the next show on the 26th of September because we've got 19 matches, 6 title fights and 3 rematches. And I think it's going to be even better than the last show.
Tell us about how you started this GBBU boxing organisation.
Basically, I've had 25 fights myself in the last 4 years. I only started boxing 4 years ago. Basically, my mum and my missus, no one wants me to box no more as I'm getting a bit old. But I love boxing still, so I want to put all my efforts into making GBBU the best boxing show about. As I can't box no more, so I want to give all the other boxers a chance to box on the best show about. And hopefully, this is the new up-and-coming show.
Tell us about your previous show. How many people do you have there, roughly?
The first show was at Lordswood Leisure Centre. It was with 650 people. This venue is bigger, and this will hold 800 people on the night. I can't wait, basically. Can't wait to the show. Got some top kids on here, and can't wait to the 26th of September.
So you think it'd be a sellout?
Yeah, it's a sellout. A lot of the tickets have gone out already. We're on the stage now. This will be like for the meals on the night. And these tables, there's 20 tables on the stage, which are all sold out already. There's 200 ringside tickets, which are all sold. And the other tickets are going quick as well. I've got boxers asking me for tickets all the time, extra tickets. Just because of the fights that are on here. The 19 matches are on here. Good standard. Better than most pro shows you will see. And can't wait to make it even better each time. We're still learning, so each show hopefully will get a little bit better.
So normally if people want tickets, the only chance they've got really is at the weigh-in. The boxers come back with what tickets they've got left, and that's probably the only chance they're going to have of getting tickets, really, aren't they?
Well, yeah, because there won't be no tickets on the door because this venue holds 800 people. Basically, the tickets are covered already. It's hard to get any venues that hold more than 800 people, and shows that normally start off for the first few years, we'll not even sell 500 tickets. So to be selling 800 on our second show, I'm well chuffed, and it's brilliant the way me and my partner have moved the show on, and can't wait for the future.
Frank, what made you get involved with Brian to put on shows?
I met Brian in Turkey, and it was just an immediate kick-off. You know, we just.
As long as you didn't say love at first sight, that was the main thing.
No, it was just, as I say, we just fell in right, and I couldn't wish for a better partner. We put so much time and effort into this. We're going to continue putting time and effort into this. We just want to please people, give people a good time, and as he says, as Brian says quite rightly, make this show as big as we can.
So there you have it. If you want to get tickets, you're going to struggle to get tickets. It's all advertised on Facebook. Brian Stoller's Gbbu Boxing. Final word from Brian.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Lee Smith as well, Lee Austin, for all the help he gives us with the Great Britain Boxing Union. Without his help, we probably wouldn't have come this far this quick. So thanks to Lee Austin for all the help he's given us.
So there you go, 26 September. Try and get there. The fights will probably be up on YouTube. The interviews will be up on YouTube. It's all up on YouTube. It's well advertised. Try not to miss it.